have if I didn't have to. Anyway, so listen to what cocksuckers human beings are. Driver, we show up at 3, right? He doesn't want to go on the trip because he's leaking fuel like hell.
You've already paid.
No, I haven't paid. I haven't done shit. I just showed up.
Did you eventually pay?
Yo, I'll get to that. That's the punchline. It's part of the punchline. So, look at this. That looks a little like Kleb over there. Tiny bit. So, anyway, so we cajole him into going. And, of course, he loses all his fucking fuel on the trip, and we have to go get another trolley. Then, he discounts everyone's tickets. Everyone who has a ticket, he, like, gives them a free ride for tomorrow. And Monday. And then he takes my ticket and, like, he discounts everyone who doesn't have one. So if there are 2 of you, he only charges you for 1. Okay? So you figure at the end of this trip, the quid pro quo would apply, and, like, everyone would leave him a decent tip. No one gave him anything.
Are you kidding?
I kid you not. A fucking cocksuckers.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it. I mean, what do you know? You're there. You know it's going to cost $19 a head. There are 2 of you, and he gives you 1 ticket for $19 for free. You should at least split that shit with him. But anyway, so I was the only one who gave him any money, and I, like, told him, you know, I didn't want to tell the people there they were cocksuckers because, you know, people often don't like to hear that.
We already paid $20.
Yeah, something like that. But, you know, I mean, the guy really, he didn't even want to go on the trip. I essentially made him go on the trip.
And we used to walk through that trail to come down here. So I'll show you where we used to live.
Cool. Yeah, I love this neighborhood. That's great, too, that house over here, these houses. The only thing, I mean, the only nasty thing about them is I'm so used to my space, and they're, you know, they're one on top of another, which I guess makes sense because you're living in a city.
Yeah, actually, that house has been fixed up recently. That's looking good. So is that. That's a new house.
But you know, where I live out by Snailville, where I got a lot of room between me and my neighbors. Like when I got to go, you know, make the tinkle, I just go out in my garage, just walk out my garage and piss in my driveway. And that lifestyle appeals to me.
Well, when I lived down Beaver Dam, our second house here, it was like I had a lot of room, but when we lived over here, it's a tiny house.
But you can't. Who lives in that? That's a nice looking house.
It used to be the Asheville Art Museum.
Oh yeah, that's right. We came here. We saw it on the tour.
That's the Dillingham house.
Yeah.
But there are some cute houses here.
That's a great looking neighborhood. I can't believe this was once slum.
It went downhill for a while.
Yeah,
but like anywhere that was halfway interesting went down in the 70s. It was a bad
era.
It
was a weird, you know, the 70s were probably the most convulsive, fucked up times, you know, I certainly know of. I mean, the 70s, you know, I talk about things I did with people when I was a kid, and, you know, people are just shocked. Like, we stole everything, you know, we didn't pay for anything.
That was our house right
Which
there.
one? The one with the silver car in it? That's a nice house. It's not big enough for you?
No, it's a tiny house, but it was awesome. It was just, it looks exactly like it did when I moved out of there.
How big is
hasn't had to do anything. It was 1,500 square feet. Of course, we live in a smaller space now.
You know, I got it. Well, yeah, but it's because you're renovating everything.
Yeah.
All right, but you know what's interesting to me? My house is 1,450 square feet. I consider it massive.
Yeah, but you don't have 3 kids.
I don't think you need that much room. I think it's
How
bullshit.
often are you there, Abby?
She's not there much.
Every other weekend.
Yeah, but we're not.
Look at that house. That guy's done a ton of stuff.
We're also not always at home, though.